Monte Noir, city of light, lies, and high-stakes illusions. On casino night, even shadows dress in tuxedos. Everyone shows up to win something: money, fame, attention, or revenge. But only one man thought he'd already won: Scarface. Scarface didn't walk into the casino. He arrived, diamond cufflinks, open collar, cologne with more personality than most people. "Put my name on the high roller room, baby," he said. "I'm not just a player tonight. I am the main event." And everyone let him believe it. The other players trickled in. Joker, already dealing with himself at 3 tables and losing intentionally for effect. Boba, full of sugar and blind ambition, reciting poetry at the bar. VerSacE, silent and unreadable, just watching. And then Elen and Bonbon, twin redheads, twin flames. One smiled like a queen, the other smirked like a trap. Scarface looked at them and thought, "This is my bonus round." If Scarface targeted Elen first, champagne, charm, outrageous flattery, the usual Scarface playbook, and it almost worked. Elen gave him that look, amused, curious, almost intrigued, until Bonbon swooped in from nowhere, slid between them, and pulled Elen close. "Mine!" One word. And just like that, Scarface lost his first bet. Elsewhere, Joker and Boba were stumbling through their own misfires. Joker tried to steal from a vault that didn't exist. Boba stood on stage with a mic and said, "This one's for all the mysterious ladies in red tonight," then launched into, "Will you be the cream to my tea? Stir my heart like destiny." Elen blinked. Bonbon rolled her eyes. "Scarface?" He clapped along and whispered to a waiter, "See that? Romantic competition. We're in Act 2 of a love triangle." Fueled by delusion and espresso martinis, Scarface was convinced the twins were playing some kind of magic twin bluff, and he was determined to be the one who exposed it. He cornered Vilas at the bar. "They're switching places, man. Elen, Bonbon. I know it. It's a trap wrapped in lipstick." Vilas handed him a drink called Regret Royale. "Don't say I didn't warn you." Still no wiser, Scarface stormed across the casino and intercepted S97, who was quietly monitoring the floor near the high-limit room. "Hey, you're smart. You've seen him, right? There's 2 Elens, or 1, or 3. I don't even care anymore. Just back me up when I confront them." 97 looked him up and down. Unblinking, cool, unmoved. "You're chasing shadows in a mirror house, Scarface." That a yes? That's a warning. Then he turned, slipped an earpiece in, and disappeared into the crowd before he could ask anything else. Scarface, of course, took this as confirmation. "Perfect. I've got intel." Casino was alive in the worst way. Music loud, lights hotter, and everyone drunk on power or delusion. Mostly both. Scarface took center stage, literally. He stood at the grand staircase with a champagne bottle in one hand and a half-written proposal speech in the other. "Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we witness history. I'm crowning a new queen of Monte Noir." Half the room clapped. The other half just wanted to know when the buffet reopened. Across the casino, the other players spiraled into their own little disasters. Joker was re-breaking into the same closet he thought was a vault. Boba had climbed back on stage and started singing a dramatic, slowed-down remix of Cream to My Tea with tears in his eyes. VerSacE, still quiet, had disappeared from the crowd entirely. Only S97 noticed and made a mental note. Meanwhile, Elen was sipping wine at the bar. Bonbon was watching from the balcony. Or Was it the other way around? Scarface didn't care. He walked straight up to Ellen, dropped to one knee, and held out a diamond chip. You, Ellen, or Bonbon, or whoever, listen. You're my jackpot. Let's run this place together. You in? The crowd gasped. Even Kyrie paused mid-jazz chord. Ellen stared down at him. Silent. Unreadable. Then Bonbon descended the stairs, slow and deliberate. She reached Ellen, slipped her hand around her waist, and pulled her close. Then looked down at Scarface with a tilted smile. You're cute when you beg. Scarface blinked. Wait, wasn't she just... Bonbon kissed Ellen. The crowd gasped again. Boba dropped his mic. Joker fainted dramatically behind a curtain, and in the back, just barely visible, S97 watched the whole thing. No reaction, just folded her arms and said softly, "This is gonna crash hard." Meanwhile, deep in the restricted zone, VerSacE stood in the surveillance room. Dozens of screens flickered. Some showing Ellen, some showing Bonbon, all time-stamped within the same minute. They're not switching, they're syncing. He pressed a button to isolate camera feeds. Eyes narrowed. They're working both floors. Same makeup, same earrings, different shoes. No one caught it because no one was looking close enough. He glanced to the corner camera. Scarface was now dancing in slow motion with a woman who might have been Bonbon or Ellen or both. He's not gonna make it. VerSacE left the room without saying another word. And just like that, the final round had begun. The twins were in place. The players were tangled. The vault was waiting. And Scarface? He was still smiling, still convinced he was winning. Tonight, he told the crowd, Monte Noir belongs to me. He was only off by 2 names. Midnight, the exact moment when Monte Noir lost its crown. Scarface was riding high, standing on the grand staircase, one hand waving dramatically, the other still holding a champagne bottle like a microphone. Tonight, we rewrite history. Tonight, I claim what's mine. My crown, my queen, and... The vault alarms exploded through the casino like a gunshot in a church. Lights cut, screens glitched, roulette wheels froze. And the music stopped right at the second verse of Cream to My Tea. Joker emerged from the back room holding a mop like a sword. I swear I didn't break into anything real this time. VerSacE stepped forward from the shadows, eyes locked on the vault entrance. He didn't speak, just moved with purpose. S97 tapped her tablet and muttered, Access code bypassed. Owner override? Logged 23 minutes ago. Who the hell has override access? Scarface barked. She turned the screen to him. Crimson Sisters, Holdings, Limited. Then the elevator doors opened. Ellen and Bonbon in crimson coats, heels clicking, briefcases in hand, completely calm. They walked in step across the floor like 2 final notes in a perfect song. You! Scarface shouted. You set me up! Bonbon smiled. We just made a good bet. Ellen nodded. And we always play the odds. Was any of it real? Depends which part you're crying about. Then the real twist came. From behind the bar, a slow clap echoed through the casino. Everyone turned. It was Boba, dressed neatly now, coat off, tie adjusted, glass in hand. Gone was the goofy grin. Gone was the lovesick bubble tea boy. This Boba was something else entirely. Honestly, he said, I didn't expect you to fall that hard. Scarface blinked. You what? The song? The stage antics? The roses? Boba chuckled. All part of the act. I needed you distracted. Joker's jaw dropped. Even VerSacE raised an eyebrow. You help them? VerSacE asked. No, I designed it. The vault codes? My algorithm. The ownership transfer? Filed 2 days ago under your name, Scarface. Thanks for signing that napkin. Elen turned, smiling. We never could have pulled it off without him, Bonbon added. He's not cream to our tea, he's the damn kettle. Scarface dropped to his knees. You were just singing stupid songs. Exactly, Boba grinned. The best place to hide a king is in a clown suit. Ding! The twins entered the elevator. Boba followed. He turned back one last time, tipped his cup toward the broken casino, and said, "Next time, play with flavor." The doors closed. Gone. The elevator doors slid shut. 3 figures inside. Elen, Bonbon, Boba, all smiles, all power, or so we thought. Down below, Scarface was on the floor, not literally, not anymore. He wasn't drunk, he wasn't shouting, he wasn't proposing. He was silent, watching, calculating, and he was no longer alone. In the far corner, someone stepped from the shadows. She wore a black hood, gold eyes like blades, a mask, sharp, simple, cold, Orph. No one saw her arrive. No one dared stop her. Scarface rose as she approached. "It's time," he said. She nodded once, and the game reset. Meanwhile, in the elevator, Boba toasted. "We pulled it off. Perfectly. I told you they'd never see it coming." Elen smiled. Bonbon leaned on his shoulder. "You were brilliant, Boba," Elen whispered. "Like cream in our tea," Bonbon added with a wink. Then the elevator stopped. Boba blinked. "Penthouse?" "No," Elen said. "This is your stop," Bonbon added. The doors opened. An empty hallway. A briefcase sat waiting on the floor. "Wait, what's going on?" Elen leaned close, kissed him lightly on the cheek. "You were part of the plan," Bonbon whispered in his other ear. "Just not the ending." They stepped back. The doors closed, and Boba was left alone, blinking, confused, holding nothing but a fake case of worthless chips. Back at the vault, a new alert triggered. S97 narrowed her eyes. Override triggered again. "But the system's been cleared," VerSacE muttered. The vault lights went red. The override signature read, "Oh!" Kyrie's music shifted to a slow, tense swing. Rimuru calmly swept away broken chips. And Scarface? He walked back into the center of the casino, shoulder to shoulder with Orph, the black-masked enigma. No flash, no wine, just purpose. "Tell the house," Scarface said. "The king's back in the game." "And this time," Orph added, "we don't play fair." So what did we learn, dear listener? Joker vanished planning his new heist. Boba flew too close to the queens and got burned. VerSacE walked away with his pride, but not the prize. Elen and Bonbon, gone. As always. But Scarface, he didn't win the night. He survived it. And sometimes, that's all a king needs. One more round, one more ally, one more chance. The casino's still standing, but now it's under new surveillance. This was Monte Noir, where no one plays clean, and the deck still stacked. While the vault was empty, while Scarface planned revenge, while Boba processed betrayal on the roof, Jadelyn sat at a corner slot machine, legs swinging, eyes sparkling. "Heh, pretty lights." She pulled the lever. Ding, ding, ding. 2 cherries and a shark. Ah, so close. One more. The chaos of Monte Noir didn't touch her. She just kept playing, happy, clueless, completely undefeated. That's it. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, and feel free to leave the comment below. Thank you very much. Khub khun kha.